Morning and welcome back to Home Renovation Experts. Steve back here again on this lovely garden rebuild. So where are we at? What's going on? As you see, yesterday kind of finished off just like finishing the last board, which is over there, the OSB. I'm going to now concentrate on getting the breathable membrane on the outside. Couldn't help it. So this is the stuff you use. Basically, it allows the building to breathe. So this will go on the exterior, which will prevent moisture going into the building, but will allow moisture to come out of the building. It's very clever stuff. Not a stage you want to skip. So a 50-metre roll there. What I'm going to do is I'll do a level mark around the outside of the building, about a metre, because this stuff is about a metre tall. I'll then wrap around the bottom, all the way around. I'll then wrap around the top so that the top layer overlaps here. So if this is on the bottom now, the next drop that comes down from the top will come down and overlap it by about 500 ml. That will get tacked on using a new one of these bad boys, a staple gun. I did have one over for years and it decided to blow up yesterday in my man bag. So you know, it is just time to get a new one. So that's how you just finish. So just click, 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 boom, done and dusted. Get it up to the top light level of all the way around, and then that means that the whole building is going to be water protected. On the inside, we'll have a vapor barrier as well for the living part of it. Here, we're not doing insulation anywhere in here because this is just a storage bit. The client's like, you know, just to save some money, not to put the PIR into there. It's like happy days. But obviously there'll be PIR insulation in this part, vapor barrier, the whole works in this bit, which is going to be the office. So it's a good plan. So hopefully I think the client will make me a cup of coffee first thing because they're epic here, and possibly a biscuit from their little lad, which is very cute and delicious. So I crack on with that. I'll start getting it out, ripped out, get that stripped down, ready to rock and roll, and I'm going. Right, first layer on, so now you can see what it's all about. So there you go. Oh yeah. You see the level line there, that just follows all the way through. You can see I just wrapped around the door in front of it, no problem at all. I'll chop my way back in a bit, but it's kind of allows me to run it straight through around the building. It comes all the way through like this. It's looking very nice. So now what I'll do is do the same again. You can see it's got probably about 150 mil overlap, but it actually sets it for you. So perfect. When you're doing this as well, off the roll, it should go the right direction, but make sure you put it facing the right way. Don't turn it around somehow and just, yeah, because that's the reverse engineer what you're trying to do. So it keep the moisture in and not let any moisture, yeah, be complicated. So do that. Make sure you overlap it by the amount that it specifies. I'll do the next one now, and easy peasy. And actually, my little stapler, pretty sweet. The one I had before was like one of those ones, the big ones, like bang, bang, bang. But it's got a nice little handle, click, 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 click. Very civilized, very civilized. Right, I'll get that cracked. And there you go. She's beautifully wrapped up now, just like that. Looking good. So obviously, the bottom one went up level, second one on level. The top one had to go at an angle because obviously the rake of the roof goes down in that direction. So hence why it kind of looks thicker here and a bit more shallow at the back. Which way my hand needs to go? That way. So you can see that. So yeah, beautiful, happy days, all done and dusted. So that is now weatherproof in that sense. Happy days. So what's my plan now? Well, I'm still waiting for a delivery, which contains my 50 ml PR insulation, my 100 ml PR insulation, exterior door frame, exterior door, just a whole host of really cool things, plasterboard, which I need to do. So what I'm going to do is I will get this next board in and cut, because my plan is that obviously this inside here is obviously the plasterboardy bit. If I can get this wall up, then that means I can put my plasterboard in here. It's going to stay dry because the roof is protected and it's not in my bloody way, because the last thing I want to do is put it in there and have to keep shifting the bloody stuff, which is a pain in my arse. So I'm going to get that done, dusted, and that's it. And in that box is something very cool. I'll probably end up showing you that tomorrow, but it was a bargain. I'm well happy. Anyway, I'll show you in a second. Well, bonjour. I've not seen you for 5 minutes. Well, for you anyway. I had one piece of like insulation left over from the floor, so I put that in. Awesome. What I do when I push these in as well is these get pushed right up to the top, so they're literally in contact with the OSB. I then send in some nails, which I've removed from my collated ones, just to separate them. Nice and big, beautiful, from 90 mil. Couple in there, everywhere, just to keep it in place. That won't be the only thing that fixes it, but I'll show you that in a little bit. But basically I've used that one tiny piece that I had, so I'm having to change tack because my delivery is now going to be even later. Awesome. But fear not, there's other things I can crack on with. So there you go. So these are going to be the hangers for the Western Red Cedar. So this is just normal roofing batten, bloody good gear, highly pressure treated, it's going to last for donkey's years. This is going in this direction, which is exactly the same as the direction of the Western Red Cedar will go in that direction. So I double batten it for a good reason. So I put it on like that, and then I'll obviously run there'll be a lot, every sort of 400 mil will go in that direction across, bit lower, bit lower, bit lower. That'll give me plenty of fixings then to put the western red cedar with its straight on like that, running down, loads of fixings for it. The reason I double it is to get airflow, okay? Yes, one does do it, which is fine and dandy, but I just got in the habit of doing double. It just makes more sense to me. I just prefer it that way, and it looks awesome. And you know, far and easy is good fun. So yeah, double done. So you know, then you've got airflow between the membrane and the back of the western red cedar, which means there's going to be no rot, nothing going on. It's going to be dubious, which we do not like. And yeah, it's just a good practical way of doing it. So that is what I'm doing. So I've kind of obviously got these three up. I will then get the verticals in place now. Yeah, 400, 450. I'll make a decision, I'll let you know. But either 400 or 450. I'll see how much wood I've got. That'll be the deciding factor. Right, where am I at? There you go. So there's the front. Now it's done. Don't pay no hide here for these hanging over. I'll explain that in a minute. But basically, like you see, beautifully done. If I do say so myself. They're 400 centimeters away. How do I do that? Quite simply. Start off the bottom one, got that level across the center of the thingy, through the door sill, well, the bottom part of the floor basically. So I know I've got a fix in there. Got it leveled, got it in. And then, same as I've done before, cut myself a little piece of timber, who I then put in between, like so, which then allows me to get every one perfect, because this is the same height. If it's level at the bottom, simple mathematics, isn't it? So when you're doing like these big lengths, I mean, I might better do this particularly well, like the one hand, but I'll give you a rough idea. I simply put him on there like that. I grab my 4.8 meter length of batten, lifty. All I then do is get it so it's then in like, give me 2 seconds, just get a bit further down, more centrally weighted, and it's going to reach the end. Get it in line with the end, like that. Let it rest on there, like so. So in line with there, in line with there. Then I just grab my nail gun, which is there, which I can't fire a second because I'm talking to you. Fire it in there, move my stick to across, nail it in there, take it to the very end, nail it in there, and then just go along and just hit the ones that I haven't actually spaced off, because they're going to be in a perfect position anyway. And that is basically it. It's very simple. Obviously I've got this one to do, which will be straight. I've got one more which will be straight, and then the one at the very top in the corner will be a slight angle, and the angle of that will be easy to do because I just follow the side of the building. So as long as there's something up there ready to take the top of the cedar, I'm all good. Right, I'm going to crack on, finish this bit off. See you in a sec.